Our last speaker for tonight is our full disclosure's own Anna Strickland.
Hey, hi everybody. I actually just wrote a few notes. My niece, most of my family's on the East Coast. And my niece asked me, was I documenting what was going on around me? I said, absolutely not. I don't have the emotional equity to do that. Because the images that I saw the night that my husband and I evacuated are etched in my mind. Fire on three sides coming over the hill in Ventura. I thought it was three separate fires. It was one fire, just coming over at different rates. The cars beeping on my street, which is what alerted me to look out the window and see what was going on. The police, one police car coming down the street and saying, evacuate now. All of that in a blackout with one flashlight. Who was it that spoke about being prepared? Yeah, okay. The acrid smell that went into my pores. Do I really need to document that? No. My 4 fur babies absorbing our fear and having their own fear. And the look back at my home as we left, with nothing except each other, our hard drives, 2 pictures of my parents, and 1 guitar. Didn't grab clothes, didn't grab passports, just those things. From the fairgrounds, the hills were on fire from one end of our city to the other, as all of you have already seen. And I could see the hot spots, and I knew that was someone's home burning, and I didn't know if it was mine. And this was just tangible evidence, those hot spots of lives lived going up in black smoke. So no documentation needed. It seemed inadequate. Our home survived. We were very fortunate. And there was a lot of ash and soot and smoke, just like almost everyone's. Our sense of security, however, really kind of lagged for quite a while. So we packed, in those days after that initial evacuation, we packed box after box of photographs, videos, mementos, and everything stacked by the front door, and some stuff put into the car, just, waiting to, looking at the sky. You guys know, I don't need to tell you, just, waiting to have to run out again. It was the irreplaceables that I wanted. In the 4 days after the fire, while the fire was still going on, but after the imminent danger had passed, I started to clean the ash that had come in under my windows and lined the top of my furniture and the top of my windowsills on the inside of my home. And I felt annoyed that I had to clean, that my home was turned upside down in the frantic search for all those mementos that I put in all those boxes. And in that resentment, I realized that those ashes were trees, maybe Paula and Ken's trees. Somebody's beloved home, maybe animals, pets, someone's treasured memories. And so I cleaned that ash with extraordinary respect and a heavy heart. I kept those thoughts to myself because I thought, oh, that's so dark, Anna. It's so morose of you to think that way. And later that day, my husband said the exact same words to me. And I thought, well, he's not a morose person, so maybe I'm not that far off base in these really sad feelings. So 7 days after the fire started, I was outside on my back steps, and I noticed something in my planter. And under a thin layer of ash, there was a piece of paper. It had typed writing on it, and it was a page from a book, a paperback. And it was burnt all around the edges. like this. And the words were all there, even the titles at the top. It says Strangers and Days of Discovery. And just the edges are burnt, like me, like us, like all of us, some more than others. And to realize that this page actually flew during the fire over my home in that wind and landed in my planter from someone else's home that was burning. And I looked at the ashes again, and I finally allowed the tears to come. Was this page the last thing from their home, from their lives? I don't know, and I really will never know. And I thought, should I try to find who this belongs to? How could I even do that, and would they even want it? I don't know, but for now, I'm going to keep this, because this is all the documentation that I need. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anna.